caller.
Yo.
You already know it's your boy Davies, man. Big shout out to Funky Fresh in the Flesh podcast. My dog, DJ Butter, man. Harlem to Detroit. We here.
We special guest Funky Fresh with a special guest. They got Mr. Diplomat right here in the house.
That's what's up. What's up? What's
Our
going on, fellas?
Campaign team right there.
Oh
Yeah.
man, you know, man, work never stops, man.
Right.
It never stops. You gotta keep on moving. You know.
Yeah, I seen you out there with Big Sean out there. Yeah, you be out there networking, man. Moving around.
Gotta stay moving around. You know, time is ticking. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pull a game, gotta hit a buzzer beater sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, shit is challenging, but you know, sometimes you gotta put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you gotta have the confidence as well, too. So you know what I'm saying? I done been around dudes that say that they rap and then they turn around and be like, I'm like, man, pull them to the side, you know what I'm saying? Spit them a 16. You know what I'm saying? They be, oh man, I ain't trying to, man, I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like but they'll rap to you all day, but somebody else that got millions and you know what I'm saying, they like nah.
Do something for them, they be scared.
Yeah,
I think part of that be fear, but then part of it be ego too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. What's good? It's a lot going on, man. Irv Gotti just passed, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, man. You know,
man, that was sad because you know we all at that age, and I'll be telling Butter a lot. You know, hip hop is 50. You know what I'm saying? So everybody between 45 and maybe like 55, we are hip hop. You know, so it's sad to see somebody go like that. But that's life, man.
Yeah, it is. It's you know, you know, even you know when you got to look at that and you got to look at the people that he inspired, you know, at the same time too. So besides, you know what I'm saying, Ashanti and Ja Rule and you know what I'm saying, and everybody else that was a part of Murder Inc., you know what I'm saying, he was basically the type of guy, I guess he kept them all together, you know what I'm saying, he kept the love with the whole group, even though they was going through their battles and everything, but he always stuck with Ja Rule and you know, he stuck with Ja Rule the most, you know what I'm saying, Cadillac Ty and a few of them, but he stuck with more.
Mike Geronimo too, man. I used to get a lot of Mike Geronimo stuff in the mail with TVT Records. Irv Gotti put a lot of work in with Mike Geronimo, you know.
He had some love for we got a few stories, like it was a female rapper here named Bombshell. We heard he was trying to get her signed to Def Jam back in the day. And who's the other person you mentioned, Butter?
T-Dot from Rock Bottom. Who currently incarcerated now. He tried to sign T-Dot, some of the Rock Bottom members and stuff like that.
Yeah, so he had some Detroit love out there as well. So sad to see him go, man.
Yeah, it's you know, it's kind of sad, you know what I'm saying. I hope the Gotti family, they stay strong, you know what I'm saying. The son JJ and you know what I'm saying, and all the rest of the family, I hope they stay strong. You know. Yeah, it's just sad to see him just go like that, you know, because he had a stroke and then he turned around, he had another stroke, you know. So
yeah, hip hop, it seems like it's dying young. It's like, and then we fascinated by the depths of it all. You know, we don't make the best of the time of it all. You know what I'm saying? People so run to the internet and say rest in peace before he pretty much, you know, in the grave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's really like that.
Bigger for the T-shirt too, man. What y'all think about the Super Bowl, man? What y'all thought about that, man?
The performance, it was great.
But the Lions ain't in the Super Bowl.
That's the thing. I'm kind of mad because man, boy.
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
the way Gilly been celebrating so much just because of Philly, man, you gotta feel like you want to vote for,
He's
you know what I'm saying,
I'm
root for Philly.
I, you it's like now you really have to say that Gilly the Kid is the ambassador of Philly right now. You will have to really say it because look how much he put on for the he
Right.
he basically was making his own videos to the point everybody else in the videos that was in the videos, like the broom man, the dude that bring the broom out from his neighbor across the street,
Yeah.
they cut him a check. They cut him a
Wow.
check for some thousands and gave him a whole fleet full of brooms. So this
Wow,
Damn.
man don't even have
that's
to go to
crazy.
get no brooms for the who knows the rest of his life.
So he
You feel
brought
what I'm
Right.
Too
saying?
Short back with the theme record. He got Too Short with the
And he got
theme
Too
song.
Short. He
Right.
brought Too Short right back in the game. You know what I'm
Yup.
saying? You know what y'all think about the Kendrick Lamar performance?
It was straight. It was kind of what was expected. I thought he was gonna do some more of his older classics, but it seemed like from what I seen, it was just like a lot of newer stuff, which
Yeah.
is cool, you know.
Hmm.
But it's some songs I wanted to see him perform
I
too.
wanted to see that. It's gonna be all right.
Yeah,
It's
you
Yeah.
gonna
know what
be
I'm
all right.
saying?
That's my shit right
But you
there.
know,
Yeah,
I guess what it was, he had to do
Stuff
one
he's a
song.
part
They probably gave him a 4 song. You know, you probably only do 4 songs at two minutes or
right.
something like that. So he had to. They wanted. You know, they not like us. Remember, he was talking to the girls, and then he said, "Hold on, I might come back to that." And then he went to the next song. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
Hey,
saying?
but you know what's so wild? When Usher was up there, he mixed about 30 records, man. It was like, the way they blend that, the mixing
yup,
up, man, it was like
The
that's what I
timing,
was.
the timing
Yeah,
be so perfect.
yeah, yeah.
yup. And then you know with hip hop it's a little different because like with rappers you're performing, but it's different when you compare it to like a Usher or Beyonce where they're actually dancing and they're part of the entertainment as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know it ain't like we got no MC Hammers out here right now. So
No,
yeah.
man, no, man,
Ain't no rappers dancing right now, is it?
no.
We ain't got no hammers or no heavy D's or nothing like that going on right now. But I mean it was a good performance. It was a concert pretty much.
Hey, speaking
No.
of dancing, Harlem, man, how you get Big Sean to do the blade dance with you?
You know what I'm saying? Sean Don, you know what I'm saying? I told my homeboy who was with me, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy, you know what I'm saying, Helvin. I told him, you know what I'm saying? I said, Helly, I said, when I walk up on him, I said, wait till I do the blade ice wood. And then so when I started doing it, he reset instantly. It was like an instant
Yeah,
interlink connection. He just started doing it with me. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, he was doing it with me.
Man,
So
out the
you
blade.
do. I guess everybody in the book event, I think you know what I'm saying of the impact of what the relationship me and Big Sean had. Everybody looking like, what dances they doing?
right.
What did he just give them?
Well,
You
you
know,
know what made it authentic, right? You actually did the dance right, because everybody else from out of town, I ain't gonna name no names, but I seen a few rappers try to do it, and they just look mad corny, dog. I'm like, that ain't it. But when
mm,
I seen a video and you hit that boy just right, and it was like, oh, he recognized hometown.
he knew it. And then on top of that, as soon as I opened up my mouth, I guess he basically knew like oh
Yeah,
okay, and,
yeah.
you know,
Man, y'all go get Big Sean book. It's called Higher. It's out now.
yeah, go higher. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Go to your nearest
Shout out to his
bookstore.
DJ Mo Beats. Shout out to
Yeah,
Mr.
the whole
Diplomat.
down life,
Yeah.
whole down life records. You know what I'm saying? Only real Detroit support real Detroit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hey, speaking of Detroit though, what y'all think? Like I think it's like something going on with the looking at everything that's going on with like the BMF legacy and Meech and Ross and 50 and all of that commotion.
Mm.
What's y'all thoughts on everything that's going on with that?
You know, I think hip hop is just like pick a side. We play
Right,
pick a side before we pay our bills. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that, and it's sad that Rick Ross made that song almost 20 years ago.
right.
He got to come out, and then you see Lil Meech and 50 DM talk about paying bills and stuff. When then you see other YouTube saying they had $100 million budget for the brand anyway, and for his father to for his son to be talking about paying bills. It's just sad, bro. You
Yeah,
gotta playing this game. It get to kind of be an immature game. You know what I'm saying? And just being ahead of the game and about the business is what it's all about. But
I,
Yeah, my standpoint on it. Then you turn around, you see Rick Ross was yelling out, you know what I'm saying, certain directors like Gary F. Gray and Antoine Fuqua, and so it's he tried to play the game on it, but 50. One thing about 50, he strategized certain things. You know what I'm saying? He
yeah,
strategized. He knows it's chess with him. It's chess with him. It's never checkers. And he
right.
gonna find a way to control the narrative to say, oh, y'all want to do this, y'all trying to turn around and do a BMF movie. No, I own the rights to BMF and things like that. I created the TV show, so y'all can go ahead and yeah, they take them right to court. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
that's what I think. It's some stuff like that. 50 is not he real smart. He got a way of thinking of how to manipulate the whole situation into his hands.
He doing business. Like watching all of this unfold, it's like a couple lessons here, right? Because I think the streets were suspecting something out of Meech that Meech is no longer is, right? Like people like, oh, when he come home, it's gonna be this. He a different person, you know what I'm saying? At least from what we see, he's a different person. And then understanding the politics of the entertainment business, getting caught up in that, coming straight out the joint, going right into this web of entertainment and trying to understand the internet and the way people moving now. It's just like, damn, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like just 2 weeks ago, everything was cool. One photo shot all of that down, or being aligned with the wrong person, or you know what I'm saying? It ain't. I see, you see some pettiness in it too, but at the same time, it's impacting people's livelihood. And it's like you just got to know how to maneuver, because what probably who he was in the streets don't always, it don't the internet a different game. You know what I'm saying? It's about perception. It's
yeah,
a lot of fakeness on the internet, and everybody want to clout chase how you in a photo to make them appear to be bigger than what they are. So you got to know how to maneuver that, man. It's almost like he needed somebody to manage his internet career. You know what I'm saying? Like when you come home, don't do this. Don't align with this until you kind of get a feel for who's who out here.
All
but
right.
too is it's like whoever got the bag and really sharing from that bag, you gotta have an APB out on and say, damn, is 50 beefing with Fat Joe this week?
Right.
Oh, okay. Because I remember last, is 50 beefing with Khaled this week? Oh, he just hugged at the golf course. Oh,
Right.
that's just, man, protect what you believe in. That's what that really kind of show us, like, because white people don't do all that shit, bro. They
They
get
they
you a
do.
hug.
I think they go by a different code, man. Like
Yeah,
they stab each other in the back all the time. You hear
right.
about it. It's just not as publicized. It's not
There you go.
seen all the time. You hear about it after the lawsuit. Like Harlem said, it's you see it in court.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
just a different game. They ain't shooting each other. Well, at least they not no more. But
yeah.
but it's just that thing, man. I honestly, I think if Meech had people around him that said, okay, like he should have came out and he should have been on some big platforms doing some in-depth interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like a Shannon Sharp or you know some platform where he could have got paid
Off rip.
and you know what I'm saying, raise his brand a little bit more,
Mhm.
increase the stock. You
Mhm.
know, so but yeah, that's the world we live in, man.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
money. Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, for real. You
And
start asking niggas for shit, they unzipping their pants like, dog, my beef is your beef.
it's sad to hear his son say he had to line with Ross to pay his bills. I mean, I don't know how true that is to that extent, but I mean, I'm sure it was some money involved. But it's like, damn, you just had a whole series about your life to be able to maintain. But we don't know the inner workings of those deals neither. So
Right. Right.
yeah,
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Even when they was talking about with Big Meech, they say he the reason how he got out because he cut his time because somebody who Meech know is a part of the they in an informant or some shit like that. I'm like, wow. I'm like how did like this is
yeah,
crazy.
that's the other thing. Like people, just to hear that about somebody everybody was in awe about and considered like a hood hero, that's just sad to hear. But that's another life lesson, man. Like these young cats, you know, you in the streets now, you become an OG, and then one move or one rumor or whatever can just kill your whole reputation.
Mhm.
And it ain't like 30 years ago. We ain't had the internet for that news to spread like that. And those rumors couldn't move around like that. So you don't know what's true and what's not.
That's
Man,
exactly right.
y'all, speaking of OGs in the street, what y'all think about Dilla getting his own street?
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's great, what I'm saying, for his legacy. I think that's great for his kids. And I think, what I'm saying, that's a historical moment for Detroit, what I'm saying, itself and for his legacy, what I'm saying. And I think he definitely deserved that, what I'm saying, of coming out, what I'm saying, making his music independent and the whole world experience, what I'm saying, everything that he basically have done, what I'm saying, for hip hop. And you know,
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the
yeah,
fact Detroit recognized him finally. It's like, you know, the hip hop circle always recognized him, but for the city to actually do that, because it was sad. You talk to people here and it's like, yeah, Jake Dilla produced that. And they be like, who? You know what I'm saying?
But at
Outside,
the same time, it's like it's like we be blessed to have situations like that. But then you look at E40 or Bone Thugs and Harmony get a street, you get the whole block out. The
right,
whole we get
the
all
whole
that
city.
we get that comfortability and nobody come out. We complain about the weather, the
yep,
gas, and it's like I see why Dilla had moved away. It's like when you see certain things, we take a lot of shit for granted. But even for his daughters to see, I'm just saying this to the community. I think his daughters should have seen some of Dilla's big homies and some of their uncles, hip hop uncles, to say, yo, this we here with your dad, we represent, but we get
right,
that stuff CNN and everybody's on the grass, but we don't
yep,
get on the grass and make the best of it with CNN. But we want it. We want all the luxury of it. You know what I'm saying? That's our culture for some reason. And I love Detroit hip hop, but I say, damn, our shit should be packed up like, Tupac's in Oakland, and
right,
Tupac, he was in Brooklyn, he was in all these different spots. But it's like, just to see his daughters out there, Jessica Care Moore and Dan Chime. There's only a couple people out there. I said, damn, y'all let the ice storm shut that shit down. Like y'all go
right.
out and that shit don't happen forever. But we
But
take a
it
lot
wasn't,
of shit
it
for
wasn't
granted.
a lot of press and stuff about it. I'm pretty sure more people would have shown up if it
Oh,
was.
it's a flyer everywhere. It's a flyer on every. It was all on publicized. Like, come on
But
out.
it was
You
really
know what I'm saying?
circulating. I think
Yeah.
too, man. Like I heard Valid talking one time to somebody, and he was trying to explain to him. The guy was talking about Detroit rappers that's famous, and he was telling the guy who Dilla was, or trying to explain to him the legacy. And he was like, man, if you go outside of the city or outside of certain circles, Dilla is like, he was trying to explain to him the height of Dilla's fame, and the guy couldn't understand that Dilla is more popular in certain circles than maybe like a Peasy or some of the other current rappers. The guy couldn't understand that for nothing in the world. But it's just two different types of music, man. That's what Detroit is about. But when we got our legends, man, we gotta recognize and support who they are while they still here.
Right,
We should
right,
try. People
right.
respect the money, jury, materialistic aspect before they respect the legacy aspect.
Yeah, in the art form.
Hmm.
Right.
Oh,
You know, and then that's what kind of kills the support because everything matters, you know, as a physical type thing to people. So it's like if it's
Hmm.
money, jewelry, any type
Hmm.
of asset,
Materialism.
materialism, they they
Yeah.
they go after it. But so far it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Dylan done so many beats for some of those artists, and some of them he probably didn't charge. He just probably gave it to him on the arm, and be like, okay, well, you know, we'll work out something later or whatever. But nah, he dead and gone. And it's like still can't.
Everything ain't the stage. Going out the network, everything ain't jumping on the stage and hoping you get a spot on the
Yeah,
show. This
yeah,
the promoter gotta pay for that. But this legacy, y'all. This shit, you know what I'm saying?
right,
CNN, OK Player and stuff.
right.
right.
Hey,
Big
tell me
big outlets, big
what y'all
international
what y'all thought
outlets.
about the big outlet helping out the Detroit Pistons, helping out the community like they doing with the Pistons and the Dilla shirts and the Bodie. Bodie got a
Yeah,
Malcolm
I
X
seen Bodie
promotion.
and like some. It was, I don't know if it was like a commercial or something they did. It was like I seen like a photo shoot of it.
Yeah,
They was doing that was dope.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, I think the sports teams here, like even the Lions, was doing something where they I think with Blaze Son or something, they was doing
yeah,
something. I
yeah.
can't remember what team it was, but Blaze Son had something going on, and one of the teams was supporting them with that too. So, I mean, they understand this hip hop culture is Detroit. Detroit is cool. It was always cool, but now the world is recognizing it, and
Mm.
they everybody tapping into what we got going on in our culture right now.
The Red Wings, all we need to do is get the Red Wings to do the Icewood dance.
Yeah, Icewood on the dude, Blade Icewood on the ice, on Blaze on the ice.
That'd be sweet.
That'd be dope.
right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that's real
got to
dope.
get a couple brothers on the team though.
Yeah,
Do the
Yeah,
dance right.
you got
yeah,
to reach out. You got to reach out to to the brothers. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Do
Right,
it one time. We all score a goal. Go ahead and hit it one time.
right.
right.
Hey, speaking of Bodie, man, I heard the song like the first time I heard it, and I was like, damn, Bodie got a song with 2 Chainz, but it was Larry June.
Mm,
And I was like, damn, this song dope. But I can hear Bodie on that song. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? Like it's just a certain flow where it's in pocket. You like, damn, somebody else need to jump on this. He was the first person because I thought it was him at first when I first heard the first couple bars, but it was Larry June. I was like, yeah.
What you thought about that project? 2 Chainz and Larry June. You Alchemist Harlem. What you thought about that, Dep?
It's it's definitely pretty good. It's I say it's more like maybe 5 tracks that I definitely like. I think it's only 10 tracks on the album, maybe 10 or 11 tracks on the album. But I definitely like majority of it for sure. You know what I'm saying? You know, and even with 2 Chainz, he fall under the category. I think it's a good combination with both of them. You know what I'm saying? Because even though Larry June he from the Bay Area, but he used to live in Atlanta. So you know what I'm saying. So somewhere down the line is definitely a connection. You know what I'm saying with that and Alchemist. You know what I'm saying. Alchemist. You know what I'm saying. It's a couple good tracks on there. I definitely like. You know what I'm saying. I'm gonna say that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't if you told me a year ago that them three would be doing even just one song together, I would have screwed my face up. Like I never expected that to all come together like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think that left
you
field shit is where it's at, man. Right
yeah, man, that's the beauty of hip hop right now though. It's like even though you still got a few beats or whatever, but it's like I'm seeing more collaborations that's left field that you didn't expect.
that Rock Marciano DJ Premier, that shit is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
give us some more of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
get some more people where it's the South with the East Coast or the South with the West Coast, and
Mhm.
with a producer or a boom bap producer with a gangster rapper. You know, we need more of that. You know.
Right. Right.
Hey, Reg, talk about your real estate book, man. I know you got a copy of it
Oh
right there.
snap.
Show us
Yeah,
the
yeah,
book right
It's a
there.
real
yeah.
estate
You know,
book.
I've been coaching agents and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I've been in the game shit 33 years now. So
Wow.
that's my bread and butter.
What's it called again?
Sowing seeds for listing leads.
Where can you get it at, Reg?
It's on Amazon. You sound like a commercial. Where
Hey,
you get it at?
you gotta advertise, man. You gotta advertise. You gotta ask
We
people. You never
trying to
know
get
who
Oprah to
watching.
talk about this, but
Hey, you
Yeah.
never know. Hey, I'll tell you this. You never know who watching.
Oh
There's
Mhm.
so
yeah.
many rich
Yup.
people.
Super
I'm gonna
watching.
tell you like this. There's a lot of rich people that got a lot of time on their hands and they just like to watch whatever that's really, you know what I'm saying, is really like in development, you know what I'm saying, of certain
Yeah.
podcasts and radio stations. So it's like you never know who's listening. It can be
Yup.
somebody that's a really upcoming real estate agent. They so happen to see this. There's so happen to see this video, this this podcast, and they be like, "Man, what's the name of his book?
Right.
Let me look it up."
Oh yeah. Yeah. I got a few realtors that check us in
Yeah.
the area. Then it's a few people that actually rap that's in the real estate, investing and stuff like that. But it was always my thing. Like I remember, like Butter remember when C Webb and his group was looking for a house to rent for a video shoot. I set that up. Like
No,
I help some celebrities and stuff like that. I just don't really be posting about it. I try to keep people's stuff private, and I'm professional when it comes to being a professional, but it's just not a lot of when I got in the game I was 19. Actually Butter taught me how to tie a tie. I ain't know how to tie no tie. And
Wow.
and
Wow.
yeah, I got in the game, man, and it was like, I'm really kind of like maybe like third generation. So like it's a broker here, Miss Bowers, and a couple others. Like this was just in like the 60s. They couldn't even be realtors. They couldn't even join the association, right?
Hmm.
And they had to go to New York to get their membership to join the National Association, and then come back, and then Michigan Association had to accept them. So you got to think, when I came up, I got licensed in the 90s. Them was the brokers we was working for.
Mm.
Then by like the early 2000s, I had opened up my own brokerage. So I'm not that far removed from black people not even being able to be realtors. The reason I say that is because, like, when about 10 years ago, the survey was like the average realtor, whether they full or part-time, was only making like 30,000 a year. The average black realtor was only making 16,000. Now keep in mind, it's millionaire real estate agents, and we make six figures, but we talking about the people that just dabble in it. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
it just wasn't a lot of guidance for a lot of the black agents. When I got in the game, it probably was less than 10 brokers throughout the whole state that was black. You know what I'm saying? That you could work for. So yeah, man, it was just important to just give back. I'm always coaching agents and getting people into the game and helping people, invest too. I'm tired of people calling me though, trying to buy a $5,000 land bank house. They be like, everybody would have cut with an extra 10,000, think they're gonna come buy a house and revitalize Detroit. And I'll be like, dog, we not broke here. Like them houses sitting there for a reason. Like you buy, you buy a $10,000 house, you gotta put 50 or 60 into it to even make it decent. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
My
You know,
thing is just buy a 50 or $60,000 house that don't need that much work. Then you gotta worry about the neighborhood. So it's just all, it's business like any other business, the entertainment business. You gotta hustle, you gotta know your stuff, do your research, be disciplined, you know what I'm saying? Discipline and consistency gonna beat talent anytime. That's why you get people complaining, oh, that rapper whack. No, that nigga stay in the studio all day, every day, making songs, and he confident and he disciplined. He gonna record. He gonna outwork you. And that's just life,
exactly.
man.
That's like even with Dave East, you know what I'm saying? Even with him, you just see the consistency that he been basically doing like every 2 months. You know what I'm saying? He just did something before this project with him and A-Rap Music. Shout out to Dave East and A-Rap Music. Before he even came out with this, he did something with Mike and Keys. And Mike and
Mm-hmm.
Keys, you know what I'm saying? They are extraordinary producers. I love that. I love their production as well too. But it
Right,
just shows the growth and consistency. It's like he went from Mass Appeal to Def Jam to basically saying, you know what I'm saying, this my label, FTD. You know what I'm saying? This is what we putting out. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And even when I went to go see him in A-Rap Music, right after the meet and greet, he did a video right outside the spot.
Yeah,
and it goes back to what you said, Reg. You know what I'm saying, of staying consistent, so that way you always loading up your bullets in the chamber. You know what I'm
right.
saying? After he did that, he shot the video right there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And even, and then it was another, what I'm saying, person that was there. She was an actress. You know what I'm saying, and she was there supporting him as well. You know what I'm saying? And but she was keeping her cool with everybody, but she
Was
was
that
Man,
always,
Tracy
Tracy
Ellis Ross
Ellen
is there,
Ross?
man.
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah,
She hip hop. She hip
yeah,
hop.
for sure,
Hey,
for
Shout
tell
out
them
to
what
sure.
video you in, Harlem.
um it's called Roll Up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Name
yeah.
of the video is
Dave
called
East and
Roll Up.
A-Rap.
I seen you in there.
Yeah, man.
I
It
seen
was
you.
hey, he Dave, he showed a lot of love, man. A lot of
Yeah.
love, man. He told me, he said, man, I mess with damn near every artist in Detroit. I looked, I'm like, what? he say,
Yeah.
he said, man, I mess with Peasy, I mess with Vezzo. You know what I'm saying? I asked him about Payroll Giovanni. He was like, yup, him too. I was like, wow. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And that's the thing, man. Like in any field you in, you got to know your craft. You got to know who your peers are. You got to
Mhm.
know what's good, what's bad. Then you got to network, and make your connections to not mess your reputation up. The fact that he even acknowledged them dudes like that and just have respect for them, that just opened up doors for future work. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, the consistency is you know, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like try to be consistent of doing something. You know what I'm saying? And that's what keep you afloat, keep you selling. You know what I'm saying? Even
uh,
though some might not, that plan A didn't work. All right, all right, we gonna go to plan B. You know what I'm saying? And then if we can filter out a way that plan A can work, okay, we'll go right back to plan A. But for right now, it didn't work. So we gonna go to plan B. Or we gonna
right.
go to plan C, so
Well, shit.
but
Thanks, man, for your promotions, man, because you be on top of me to get on, get on top of shit. So you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? No homo, but
pause.
Pause.
every 2 days, it's a flyer being promoted on going to some party. New York don't
Yeah.
sleep.
Right.
You know, just to
Right.
keep up with some of that shit, man. I salute you, bro. 'Cause
Yeah.
Detroit, you know, we don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? It's every 2-3 days you go. Dave Chappelle over here, Chris Rock over here, Big Sean over here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Dave East
Currency
over
over
there.
here.
Currency.
They're trying to keep
Right.
up with that shit, dog.
Yeah. It's like I say, it's a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Even with me, you know what I'm saying, when I met Big Sean, it was kind of like a challenge, but you know what I'm saying? So when I did the Blade Icewood for him, you know what I'm saying, I knew I was everything. It was like basically all love. Then what basically put the icing on the cake when I gave him the Dilla Troy DVD. Like
Yeah.
he's seen it, and he was like, wow. He was like, man, he says crazy because the next day was Dilla's birthday.
Birthday.
The
Yup.
next day,
And he
you know,
said that. I seen that clip, and he was like, "Yeah, tomorrow is birthday." I was like,
yeah,
"Damn, he know that." So that was dope.
Man,
yeah.
thank you. Thanks, man, for real, man. Shout out to Jay Dilla, the family. Man, shout out to everybody who supported the Dilla Street. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. I was on the West Coast. B-Boy Reg was flipping houses. Harlem was in New York. But
Hey,
we
you know
got
what?
love for y'all.
Real quick, I was actually at a golf event. It's like Michigan, Florida snowbird event. So the course is owned by Stanley Campbell, right? Black dude. It's actually
Mm.
Luke's older brother. That
Luke,
shit, yeah, Luke's
Luke Knocker?
older brother.
Wow.
Yep. That shit tripped me out, man. We,
Wow.
yeah, I'm gonna talk about it on the next episode.
Man, thank y'all for the day, man. Everybody subscribe, hit like on the channel, man. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Mr. Diplomat and a place to be. Representing the D all around the
Yes, sir.
GLOBE, you
Hey,
know.
and at the same time, man, you know what I'm saying, from my man Killer, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm loving his sports show and shit like
Yeah,
that,
Oh
man.
shout out
yeah.
to Killer Cameron, yeah.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Shaniqua, we
Show.
see y'all.
He's
Yeah,
doing magnificent moves. He pulling people in, you know what I'm saying, to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the sports, what's going on with the sports, and even with the underdog gambling
yeah.
platform, you know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
he doing
Sugar,
his thing.
sugar.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Douglas, you know what I'm saying? Peak horsepower,
Thank
you know what I'm
y'all, man.
saying?
Another
All that, you know what I'm
episode.
saying? Yeah, make sure y'all follow Funky Fresh in the Flesh. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, on X and on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Follow the
Facebook too.
podcast.
Yeah. It's like that, y'all. We don't stop on your ass like a Southfield cop.